Well, Amorpha Media has been invited to the Lancashire Scooter Alliance today, so we're going to see all the scooter enthusiasts and see what they've got to say. Well, we've got Keith, who's one of the organisers in this Lancashire Scooter Alliance. So how long has it been going then?
March 2000.
March 2000. Okay, could you just ask you a few questions? How far have you actually travelled ever on a scooter? What's your furthest distance?
350, 370 in a day.
370 miles in a day on a scooter. What was it like? Where did you travel to? It was just around
Fort William.
to Fort William. All the way to Fort William, that's brilliant.
Probably the Isle of Wight.
You've gone the Isle of Wight. That's a good distance.
That's a fair distance. 16 hours.
16 hours on a scooter.
Following a little chef map. Yeah.
Was that part of a convention with everything, or was it?
It was a national scooter rally.
How long have you had this bike, and of course, how much did you pay for it as well?
I bought this in 2004.
Yeah.
For £500.
Yeah.
At the time, I spent 900 on it.
Right.
So it stands me at 1400, but I think it's probably worth about 3,500 all day long.
One better, about how much? £1,500 in the 70s.
Keith, how far have you travelled from?
From St Helens, a few miles, not sure how many miles, but it's a few miles.
So what's the name of your club?
It's St Helens Phoenix Scooter Club.
We've travelled from Preston this morning, but we've done about a 25-mile ride around the area, all through the Lancashire countryside, taking in various villages.
Yeah.
We stopped at Belmont, which was a muster point for all the scooters, and then we rode in from there. So.
Superb. So you're the driver and you're the passenger then?
I am, yeah.
So how do you feel about being on such a fabulous bike as a passenger?
It's lovely, I love it. It's safe and comfortable and you get to see all the views.
Yeah. Has he let you have has he let you drive?
No, not yet.
Do you think she'll ever drive a Jim in the future?
She might do, but she's a bit reluctant. She prefers being a pillion.
What bike have you got then, Neil?
The GP.
You got the GP. Can we have a look at this
Yellow
GP? Isn't that lovely? Oh, it's the Lambretta.
Have a look at that one there. TV200, Rurer's Rocking Horse teeth.
Right.
Get off me,
Another Lambretta.
That's the roadest one.
We have. Was that yours? Okay. Are there more people coming involved in scooter clubs, do you think, across the country?
Yeah, definitely. It's big now, and we try and get them in. We've got a site going, so we try and get as many as we can come.
Do you know the name of the site? What's the site?
Burnley and Pendle Scooter is past and present.
Some people have Vespers, some people have Lambrettas. Obviously, your preference is Lambretta. Can you tell me the difference between the two? If you know,
I think Lambrettas are slightly more expensive, but it's down to preferential taste. I mean, you find some lads like Lambretta, some lads like Vespers, mostly Italian.
Yeah.
The Indians do a fairly good copy now, but
right.
The purists, they tend to go for the Lambrettas or the Italian Vespers.
Okay, we've got Alison from the Burnley and Pendle Scooter Club, established 1974. Have you been in it since 1974? When did you join then?
Last year.
Last year. Okay. So what do you think of the club?
It's good.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah.
Is this your bike?
This is mine.
This is
my
your
little
bike.
stunt scooter that
we
flies through the air.
My first scooter were a GP, and I think it cost me 50 quid back in the day.
Right, when was that?
I wish I could still had it now.
Was that in the 60s, 70s?
Yes, that's 40 years ago.
Or 40 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was about £700 back in 83.
Back in 83?
A Vespa. Yeah.
It was a Vespa.
Lambretta, £150, 1979.
So your first bike was in 1979, it was a Lambretta.
My first scooter was a PX125, 1985.
It was a Lambretta Li 150, and it was about 1981, 82.
Yeah.
And I paid 50 quid for it.
Paid £50?
First scooter I ever bought, well, the first actual scooter I bought was a Vespa 90 back in the 1970s. Right. 76, I think it was, 75, and I paid about, then it would have been about £400 or £500 I found. It was new, but I can't remember the exact price. But it was a new though, it was a 90.
Do you think being part of a scooter club as a hobby is more of a hobby or more of a way of life?
You would hope it would be an hobby.
Yeah.
It turns into a way of life.
More of a hobby.
More of a hobby.
Back in the day it was a way of life, but now it's
Yeah.
we've all grown up, kids and marriages and what have you, and now it's more of a hobby.
I think it's a bit of both, really. It's a lot easier if you're in a scooter club. 'Cause if you need parts for your scooter and you can't get them,
Yeah.
some of the lads will help you source them.
Yeah.
You make good friends, and it's better to ride in a group as single people.
It's a bit of both. I would say it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a social
yeah,
scene
yeah.
because you obviously go scootering, but you also go to Northern Soul events.
I see.
And the social circle, we follow Charlie Football Club, so
Right.
that's included in it.
Right.
So obviously it's not just scootering,
Yeah.
it leads to many other avenues and a great way of making friends.
We've got the St Helens Phoenix Club, yeah? Scooter Club. Right, okay, we've got over here, we've got
Bill,
We've got Bill. Okay, so how long have you been with the club?
since it started, found a member.
So how long ago was that? What year?
Only about 5 years we started over a new club really.
So it's a new club and you're starting to grow. Of course, we've got Keith and if you haven't seen the little film we made with Keith, then just yet you have a little look. His Lady Soul, his bike is wonderful. It's wonderful bike. But do you have a pet name for your bike?
I've got loads of them.
You got 13 bikes.
Yeah.
I bet it's a big garage, a big shed, is it?
Big games.
A big games room.
Full of bikes now.
Right, okay, and we've got
Barry from St Helens.
Hello, Barry, and where's your bike? Is your bike here?
That's the
today?
red one there at the back. You can't see it. It's the red one.
The red one at the back. Okay, and of course we've got
125 PX.
Lenny, can I give that a stroke?
No.
Lenny's in alive.
This man's from my neck of the woods, by the way.
Liverpool.
Okay, and finally,
I'm Chris from the Charlie Scorpions, the local club.
you're from a local club called
The Charlie Scorpions.
the Chorley Scorpions. Okay, where's your bike today?
My bike's round there.
Okay,
and
well-
my bike's called the Magpie because it's done in the Charlie colours, Charlie FC.
Right. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is going to go round to his bike, and let's go and take a little look, shall we? Do you find that being part of a scooter club has become a hobby or more of a way of life?
A way of life. It's a good hobby to have, but it's a way of life, definitely now.
Right.
For us.
Okay. And how do you feel about this?
I love it. I mean, my brother's had his scooter for 12 years, so I've been out a couple of times with my brother, and through my brother, his friend got this scooter, so we go out on rallies as much as we can.
Right.
I mean, the Lancashire Alliance one that was organised by today is once a month.
Yeah.
Charlie Scorpions is every week they go out. And it feels safer going in a group, and it's brilliant, and everyone looks and waves.
And we're all the older end, it's great stuff.
Well, my camera crew and I were on the road earlier on, and we noticed someone had a flat tyre, and everybody stopped.
Yeah, to help out.
I know, and it was just like one great big family. It was like one great big family out, and I can't believe how close everybody is. And although everyone's different, is in parts of different clubs, you do have one great big collective here. It's like, it's the Alliance, isn't it? Lancashire Scooter Alliance.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much. It's
you.
an absolute pleasure to interview you both.
Thank you. Thank you.